Never gonna get it, 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 get it. Man, a few years ago, I made a video talking about how there is no Rolex waiting list. That was probably before COVID. That was before things really got insane in the Rolex world. And I'm only making this video because I was at the Rolex store yesterday picking up a watch and I saw something that it just really surprised me because I was like, damn, people are still getting finessed by this. So let me start off. Here's the story time. So I'm in there, like I said, I'm picking up a watch. The person is going to go get my watch out the safe and everything else. I'm sitting there waiting, right? I'm 5 feet away. This couple comes in and they're coming to check on this Pepsi GMT that they wanted, from what I overheard. Now, I'm sitting there, I'm trying to like not be in their business, but they're like 5 feet away from me, so I can't help but hear. So the salesperson, he brings out the tablet and everything else, and he looks and he's like, yeah, okay, yeah, I see you've been on here since April of 2022. So yeah, we're still, you're still within the range. We told you to be about 2 years, and yeah, so you're not in the range. So the wife, she's kind of like starting to get upset, like, man, we've been waiting a long time and they keep telling us to check back in. And the whole time I'm sitting there and I'm just listening, I'm like, oh my fucking God. I'm like, are you serious? The guy isn't really saying anything. So then the salesperson is like, yeah, so what are the other watches that you expressed interest in? And he said a Submariner and a Daytona. And I'm sitting there listening and I'm just like trying everything in my power is like, I'm trying to hold myself back from just like talking to the guy and just saying like, dude, like you're never going to get the watch. And this, come on, man. Like if you have been on a waiting list since April of 2022 to get a Pepsi GMT or a Rolex Submariner, I mean, you're just never gonna get it. I could see the Pepsi GMT maybe, but I'm like, a Submariner? Really? 2 years waiting for a Submariner? And then when he said Daytona, I was like, oh my God, like, see, that's the thing that's kind of annoying me with these salespeople, which I get it. Their job is, they always want to maintain a positive image of the brand, but it's like, if somebody comes in there and they say that they want to get a Daytona, I don't know why they don't just tell these people, like, you know, we're not even taking any more. You're never going to get it. A person, and again, I looked at the guy. The guy wasn't wearing a watch at all. I mean, yes, you can judge books by cover sometimes. This looked like this was a guy who's going to be his first watch. And it looked like he had went on social media and just heard about, oh, these are the watches that you can get for investment purposes, because he wasn't looking for like a Datejust or an Explorer. He was looking for like the three pieces that people want: Pepsi GMT, Submariner, and Daytona. And I was just like, God damn, man. I'm like, man, have some fucking respect for yourself, man. Like, I don't know. I don't know what is wrong with people. People are so fucking dumb. It's just like, relate it to something else in your life. I mean, let's say you go to a bar. You see a woman there. You give her your number. She says, oh, yeah, I'm going to call you. She doesn't call you. A month later, you see her there. Hey, I thought you were going to call me. She doesn't call you. 2 years go by of this over and over. You're checking and you see her. She's never calling you. Like, when are you going to get the message that they're never going to call you? You're never going to get it. Just like that song, Never Gonna Get It by En Vogue, which I know in the watch community, this is mainly watched by like older white guys and shit, but En Vogue was a 90s R&B group, beautiful black women, and Never Gonna Get It was one of their singles. I think they got like a Grammy for that. But anyway, it just reminded me of that. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. Anyway, off the topic to Rolex CPO. So here's a funny thing about this same story. So after I pick up my watch, and this is one of the few places that has the official Rolex certified pre-owned in the US. So I go over there and I look at the case, right? Now, mind you, somebody else came in, they're looking for watches. This one guy, I kind of overheard him complaining like, oh, I can't even give them $10,000 to get some of my business. So I go over and I look at the case, right? I see in there a Rolex Submariner 14060 Holes case. I'm like, damn, okay. I see two black dial GMTs. I know it's the previous generation, and I know this is the one that's not as desirable. I saw in there stainless steel date just 41, blue dial with a Jubilee bracelet. That was a watch that people were going like ape shit over in like 2020, 2021. Sitting there in the case, Rolex certified CPO. There was also Air King, the previous model, which I was like, okay. And there were some good watches in there, but I'm just thinking to myself, from this guy who's just in here, who's been on the waiting list, trying to get his Daytona, I'm like, yo, there's watches here. Like that Daytona, he told me it was the previous generation steel one. They wanted $26,000 for it, which is excessive. For the 14060 Submariner, they wanted around 12, and for the GMTs, they wanted around 15. Now, yes, that is way over retail, but it's pretty much in line with what you're going to pay at like David SW or Bob's Watches or someplace like that. Exclusive for my viewers on here. I asked the guy, I was like, yeah, so give me the details. Rolex certified pre-owned. Number one, all the watches are serviced by Rolex, and only certain watches are picked to be serviced by Rolex. They all come with a box. Inside the box is a pouch, and there is a warranty card, and I'll put a picture up here of the warranty card in the box. This is a brand new card that they created just for the Rolex certified pre-owned program, and it's 2 years warranty. So, I mean, if I'm trying to get my first Rolex or just trying to pick up a second watch, yes, the secondary prices are high, but at least you know that it's 100% authentic. You get some type of box, you get some type of warranty, which, I mean, if it just got serviced by Rolex, I don't know why you would need a warranty, but people like having stuff like that. I would just go that route. Number three, in that case, man, probably they had the dopest day date that I've probably ever seen in real life. It was the Everrose day date 40 with the dust dial, and they were asking about 40,000, which was pretty much in line with what the new retail price was. And I got a couple pictures of me on the wrist, and I was like, man, this rose gold, it looks good on my wrist. You know, man, if you got brown skin, that Everrose, it's just like how people with brown skin can wear like burgundy and stuff, and like people with pale skin can't really pull off burgundy. It doesn't go together. But that Everrose, oh man, that just hits on my wrist. I was like, I could be really tempted of getting this. So, man, that was a good trip at the Rolex boutique. Let me go and wrap this up. So for all you dummies that's out here waiting fucking years, just have some fucking dignity, man. Just go Rolex certified pre-owned. Don't be waiting years and years. They're never going to call you. They are never going to call you. They're never going to call you. I don't know why you guys don't get this. Yes, there could be an exception. Just like there's people who fucking win a lottery every day. And there's people who play professional sports for a living. It's probably not going to be you, though. Yes, it could happen, but like, sure, if you don't have anything else to do, if you really want to watch, just go and buy the watch that you want. Like, a real man is not waiting 2 years to give somebody $10,000 to $15,000. There's much more competition. Get that out of your head. There is no Rolex waiting list. Number two, Rolex certified pre-owned is the way to go. If you're tired of waiting and you want to reduce the risk, you get a box, you can wrap it up. It's a good presentation, no problems whatsoever. And again, if you're looking at getting a day date, maybe consider checking out that Everrose, because that was really clean. I think that's all I got for this week, man. Lux watches for newbies, the best American watch YouTuber. I'm not on here fucking begging for money, asking you to like or subscribe. I just come on here, give my opinion, the straight uncut dope about watches, what's going on in the game. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. I salute everybody. I'm out.